Okay, so today I'm talking about The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman and illustrated by Dave McKean. The book is 312 pages, so it does not have very many illustrations. It's mainly all just the literature, and it is a pretty good chapter book. So these are some of the few illustrations that are in there. They're all very dark. This book was copyrighted in 2008, and it is horror fiction. The publisher is HarperCollins, and for the age group, I would probably go with 5th grade and up. It is kind of a confusing book because it talks about a boy named Nobody Owens, and he is living between life and death, pretty much, if that makes sense. And he goes through a lot of things that a lot of children wouldn't have to. For example, he's raised by ghosts since his parents were killed when he was a year and a half old. Also, the person who killed his parents attempted to kill him then, and throughout his life, they actually go after him. Bod in the book deals with ghouls, ghosts, and werewolves. So not things that most children have to deal with. Eventually, he does go against the thing that's trying to kill him, and that's Jax. And Jax is kind of like a demon group, kind of like a cult, and they are trying to kill him just because they weren't able to kill him when they killed his parents. Once he faces them and defeats them, then he goes to live in the real world and is not in between that life and death. This would be good for children to read because it opens up their imagination. It might spark the thoughts on what they believe happens after death. This book, I related to a book I read called Coraline, and actually they have the same author, so I thought that was interesting. And then an activity I would say for this book would be children would have to write a letter to someone who is dead and ask them questions like what's life after death like, and then the children also explain what life is on Earth without the people who died. So they could choose a celebrity, a relative, anything they like. So, like I said, this is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman.